Guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make this super easy stewed chicken meal that you can whip up in less than maybe 45 minutes if you get it right and serve it to your family. It's really yummy, full of flavor, and very healthy. Okay, as you guys could see, that rice does not look like rice. I made this stewed chicken with cauliflower rice. I'll also show you how I made that. If you don't like cauliflower rice, you can use regular rice. Alright, you guys, so there will be a list down below in the description box for all the ingredients that you're going to need. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like it, and let's get started. Alright, so what we're going to need is chicken thighs. These are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And you need about 3 to 4 pounds. And I'm using a measuring spoon today for those of you who decided you wanted to be funny in my last video and make it seem like I don't know how to measure. I've been cooking since I was 6 years old, so I do know how to measure. Alright, so what you're going to need to season the chicken is 1 teaspoon of black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and paprika powder. You're also going to add in a tablespoon and a half worth of extra virgin olive oil to mix that in so that the seasoning sticks to the meat. And then you're going to heat up your pan. I'm using olive oil. And you're going to sear the chicken or brown the chicken on both sides, 5 minutes on each side. We want it to get nice and brown. Once you have your chicken in the pan, try not to move it, okay? Let it sit in place for 5 minutes. Make sure you watch it. When you're cooking, this is not the time to go sit down and watch TV or be on your phone and not pay attention. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. When I'm cooking, I stay in my kitchen. I do not go and sit down or anything like that. So please pay attention to what you are doing, okay? Make sure your heat is on medium-high heat as well. Alright, so once I'm done browning all the chicken, I'm going to put it back into the same pan. That pan has a lot of flavor in there from all of the leftover crust from the chicken. And I'm just going to add in the sauce that was left over in the bowl that I had the chicken waiting in. Alright, for the rest of this stew, you're going to need 2 bay leaves, a couple of sticks of thyme, 2 tomatoes, a medium onion, a tablespoon of chopped garlic, 1 stick of celery cut up, scallions, and parsley cut up. Okay? Once you have everything nice and chopped up and cut up to the size that you like, you're going to put it all on top of the chicken. Do not mix it in, just put it on top of there and spread it all over. You want to put in the parsley and the scallion at the last. You want it to be on the top of it, okay? Not at the bottom. You want to put the tomatoes, the onions, and everything first, and then have the parsley and scallions towards the end. Now I'm going to add in 5 of these allspice little balls. They give the stew a really nice flavor. I'm also going to add in a tablespoon and a half worth of tomato paste, not tomato sauce. Tomato paste is the thicker version. It comes in a small little can and you can get it right where tomato sauce is sold, okay? Now you're going to let that cook for about 25 minutes untouched and unbuttered. But while we let that cook, we're going to congratulate Jane Lawrence for winning the pasta maker from my last cooking video. Congratulations, Jane. I need you to get in contact with me. You can do that through Instagram or email me here on YouTube or email me through my business email. But congratulations, okay? Alright, you guys, now for the fun part, the cauliflower rice. I had so much fun making this. I'm going to cut off all these extra parts. You do not need to eat this. I don't know if you want to eat it, but you don't need to eat it. So we're going to cut off all that green stuff and the leaves. You don't need that. And once we have it nice and clean, we're going to slice it in half, cut it up in pieces, and rinse it to make sure there's no dirt or anything on it. Okay? And you're also going to need a food processor for this, or you can use a cheese grater, which could be fun for the kids if you have children, or fun for yourself. But I use a food processor because I don't get to use my food processor often, so you know, I had to have a little bit of fun with this thing. Alright, so I'm going to use the side that is kind of like a cheese grater and just add in the cauliflower in there and let that go. I'm telling you guys, if you don't tell someone that this isn't rice, they wouldn't know. Like, they would not know. It's a very healthy alternative to eating rice. There is parboiled rice, there's brown rice, but if you're trying to just get rid of rice completely, you can definitely use the cauliflower rice as an alternative and still have that rice texture and look. but just healthier. So this is how it's going to look. While I finish doing that, I'm going to check on my stew, and this is how it's going to look about 25 minutes after I covered it. And you're just going to give it a stir everything, kind of flip it over so everything goes to the bottom. If you guys were wondering why it only took 25 minutes, do remember that in the beginning of the video, if you were making this, you did brown the chicken, so it's partially cooked. All right, so it doesn't take that long to finish off the stew. All right, the only thing I'm going to add to this is a bit of black pepper, and this is literally a pinch, not a teaspoon or half a teaspoon. It's a pinch, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of dried oregano to my stewed chicken. I love adding it towards the end because it gives it a really nice aroma and taste. So once I have that all mixed up together, I'll give it an extra 5 minutes covered, and that will be it for the stewed chicken. It's pretty much done after 5 minutes. Now for the cauliflower rice, I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, a teaspoon of garlic, chopped garlic, which you can buy already cut up, which I usually do because I hate cutting garlic. And we're going to add in our cauliflower rice. As you guys could see, it has that texture, okay? And a lot of people, I think they love rice because of that texture, because of the look and the texture of it. So I'm likely going to season this with a bit of black pepper, not a lot, and a little bit of salt, not too much. Okay, and I'm also going to add in some chopped up parsley to give it a really nice color. It almost looks like white fried rice, but it's not. But you can definitely use the cauliflower rice to make fried rice. Well, we'll call it faux rice, faux fried rice. I'm not sure. Fake fried rice. Okay. It takes about 5 to 8 minutes to cook this cauliflower rice to a proper texture that tastes like rice, but it's not too soft and it's not too firm. It's just right. So 5 to 8 minutes, make sure you keep stirring that, okay? On medium heat. If you go to high heat, make sure you stay with your rice. Even though our rice is pretty much a vegetable, I still want to add a vegetable to this dish. I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil, put it in a pan, put in a teaspoon of chopped up garlic, and add in some frozen string beans. These are small, skinny string beans. I love these. I buy them frozen because sometimes they're actually better quality frozen than they are fresh, because I always end up getting really gross ones when they're fresh. So I buy them frozen. It's really easy to cook with, and I just season it with a bit of salt and pepper and garlic powder, and that's pretty much it. So now it's time to plate. You're going to use whatever plate it is you like. You can use a plastic plate if you don't want to wash dishes. You can use a fancy plate. You could plate it all fancy. Me personally, I eat with my eyes first, so I like to put my food in a way that it looks appealing to me. Okay, so I'm making kind of like a little tunnel thing here. Okay, and I'm going to put my string beans in the middle of that. Okay, and once I have my string beans in there, we're going to put the stewed chicken on top of the string beans, which is going to kind of smother the string beans in that stewed chicken gravy. It's going to be delicious. I'm telling you guys, this is how I feel about food. Okay, but we're gonna put on our chicken, add some gravy, add a little bit of extra gravy. Why not? It's delicious. And just enjoy dinner. If you guys don't want to eat cauliflower rice, you can always make regular rice and enjoy your meal. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Congratulations again, Jane, and I'll see you guys in another cooking video. Love you guys. Bye. And subscribe. Subscribe. Bye bye.